not a walkthrough, playthrough, review, anything like that. It's just me playing the game badly so you can see what it looks like. Here we go. Street Fighter 2, The World Warrior, though they didn't really call it The World Warrior. Oh, they did call it that back then. Okay, I just called it Street Fighter 2. It's on the SNES. I'm not going to say it. This is how I came to play it. Well, no, I played it in the arcades first. But I bought a SNES when this came out on the SNES, because you kind of had to. It was just essential playing, really, and I did get good at it back then. I won't be good at it now, but you bugger off. Yeah, I definitely won't be good at it now, but I did know some of the moves, quite a few of the moves. I don't anymore. Bugger off. No, you arse. See, I'm just cheap. I just keep chucking that around when I know it's not the right thing to do half the time. Oh, you bugger. I mean, I always got hammered by the arcade game, but I was sort of relatively slightly almost competent at this back then. No longer, it would seem. But still, I love it. Shinny kid. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you bastard. Yeah, have some of that. Arse. Gonna die. Gonna lose. Foot in the face. Oh, what now? In the knackers. No! Oh, bollocks. Fireball in the bollocks, probably. Yeah, I didn't do well there. I'm better than this, or I used to be, like 20 something years ago. It is. It's far too early. It's actually the middle of the afternoon. What is it? It's 3:05. Continue, yes. For what, I don't know. We're going to do the same. Shall I play as someone else? I'm going to be crap. Who will be Ken. I know his moves because they're the same, but I actually normally go for Ryu rather than Ken, but yeah, cheap move. Oh, you bastard. Oh, you son. I used to be able to know how to do the dragon punch as well. Can't do that anymore. It's just like Hadoukens and that funny spinning kick thing. Oh, give over. You and your ducks. Should not have his bath duckies with him while he's out for a fight. Come on, get up. Obviously he's not going to, but you know. I would love to know what he says, because I know what it sounds like. I did a video about that many years ago, and I'm not going to repeat what I said it sounds like. Come on, in the face. Oh, give over. Yeah, you get over there, bastard. Oh, you... I tell you what, what was that? I was playing something last night, and I don't know what my housemates would have thought. They probably will have heard me, because the number of times I can't really repeat what I said. I swore. It was the W word. Yeah. What was I playing? Can't remember. Okay, I'm no more. Let's see who's texting me. Thank you for watching. Hello, today's Q&A question is from Guitar Hero 1885, link to his channel down there. If you could make a game of a movie that hasn't been made or has not been made well, what would it be and how would you make it? Way it plays, style, gameplay, etc. Why would you choose that movie? That's a really difficult question, and I pondered it for quite a while. And what I came up with is ridiculous and probably not practical and probably wouldn't make a good game, but it's my choice. So, Naked Lunch. It's a David Cronenberg film starring Peter Weller, RoboCop, you probably know him as, or Blue Jean Cop, or Buckaroo Banzai. Yeah, classic. Anyway, how it would play. Here's the thing. I saw the film first, and then I read the book, and the two are not entirely related, in that the film features an amount of content from the book, but also an amount of content from William Burroughs' biography. There are things that happen in the film that absolutely don't happen in the book, but do happen in William Burroughs' life, like shooting the glass off the top of his wife's head, but missing and shooting her in the face. I would like that as a scene in the game. Yeah, it is a drug-fueled nightmare, filled with monsters and creatures and drug references and sexual references and all kinds of just weird shit. Now, if it's based on the book, there would be no narrative whatsoever. It's just mental in a really good, twisted, warped, sick kind of way. I mean, there's nothing. The things in that book, if you did now, you would get arrested for. Maybe the only reason he's not arrested is because he's dead, but it's a mind-boggling book. And the film, it takes his life and puts a narrative to it. I think you would probably need a narrative for a game, but I kind of see scenes where you've got an objective, maybe, I don't know, rescue the guy whose hemorrhoids got caught in the back axle of his car, stuff like that. Maybe there'd be like mini games or something, but I see a large part of it as you're completely out of your face on drugs. And would they play kind of like where you've got drunk on Grand Theft Auto or something like that? I don't know. There would be an awful lot of weird visual and audio freakishness going on where you don't know what the hell is happening. Possibly a bit, again, like scenes in Grand Theft Auto where you smoke the reefer in that town square thing, and then the aliens are coming for you. That kind of thing. I mean, there will be monsters. There are mugwumps, which are dickheads. That's all I can say. Yeah, and objectives, I don't know. Find Dr. Benway. Yeah, that's where the name comes from. Find him, but is your objective to buy drugs from him, sell drugs for him? And if you catch him in a bad mood, will he want to remove your appendix with a rusty bean can lid whilst in an outside toilet? I don't know. So he's kind of like a boss character, I think. What was it? There was something he did in the book, water skiing whilst doing something ridiculous, and I can't remember what it was. Was he being towed by someone's entrails or something? I don't remember. No, something about having... oh, yeah. Projectile diarrhea whilst water skiing. Yeah, okay. Twisted, warped, sick. It would have to be in a first-person view, I think. Something about the giant beetles as well. They're only in the film, they're not in the book. Giant beetles that talk to you. Are they a hallucination? Maybe. Bug powder. Are you going to use the bug powder to kill the beetles? Because the beetles are kind of like your muse or your guides or something. But you're supposed to be killing the beetles because you're an exterminator. Yeah, completely deranged first person with some very vague objectives. Where mostly the effect... I want a game that's going to scramble your brains. I went to a concert once, twice actually, Spiritualized, later called Spiritualized Electric Mainline, where you went to one of their gigs and their music is it's repetitive in a hypnotic way. Repeated rhythms and sounds and things, Apollonian in their sort of scope, with light, a mesmerising light show. And they're the only band I've ever... No, there's another band. But anyway, they're like a band, best band I've been to, where you can go in there, don't drink anything, don't do any drugs, come out and you feel like you've done drugs. It just messes with your head. Real just visual and audio mindfuck. And I would like a game that does the same kind of thing. Just an assault on your senses. And in a good way, but in places not in a good way. Because it's meant to be a nightmare. It's meant to be a bad trip. I mean, Burroughs' main thing was heroin, but he did pretty much every drug under the sun. So, how he lived to 98, I'll never know. He said of himself he had the constitution of an ox. He must have done. Yeah, that is my answer. If you've never seen Naked Lunch, I highly recommend it. I mean, David Cronenberg, anyway, just does... What does he call it? Body horror. Yeah, it's one of them. It's the real weird shit. And Peter Weller is just great. So I recommend watching that. And really, if you really want to mess with your head, read the book. It is a book where you're like, okay, this doesn't make sense. And no, it doesn't make sense, and it's not meant to make sense. Part of that is because he sent the pages, I don't know if they got dropped on the floor or what, but they were all out of order when they got to the publisher, and the publisher decided it didn't really matter whether they were put back in order or not, so they just got printed as was. None of it makes sense, but it's great. The visual imagery and complete word salad is just read it and you'll understand. Yeah, that is my answer. Naked Lunch. First person mindfuck. Okay, if you've got a question that you would like answering in a video like this, leave it in the comments below and begin your question with for Q&A, so I know not to answer it in the comments. And thank you for watching.
It says here Benway offers his thanks to those who subscribe to his Patreon account thing. Is that what he needs?